love if he was only gay. Have you seen the new PSAs, don't feed the bears? Usually it's the bears who are feeding me. I was cast in an episode of Breaking Bad and they cut out my scene and all you see is the back of my head, which is what most men see of me anyway. It's the truth. I was in 3 commercial spots last year and all you see are my mouth and my eyes, which are my best qualities according to Grindr. So tonight's lineup is amazing. I'll tell you, it is amazing. It's like a bukkake that no one wants to join, but everyone wants to watch. And I know bukkakes. I spent a week in Cleveland at a fetish club. I can't make that up. And I was walking around and there was this dirty old man who was jerking off to porn and I got worried because I was wearing white. So while I was there, I was there for the I was there for the Gay Olympics. Leave it to gay men to turn water sports into an actual sport. Now I know what a golden shower really is. And now I know why hotels have shower caps. While I was there, I got to tour the Cleveland Browns football stadium. Before the tour, I was a tight end. By the time I left, I was a wide receiver. What can I say? They drove it up the center because the rear was wide open. And I do love watching football, mostly for the outfits and the asses. Yeah, what I don't understand is why they would penalize a gorgeous man for roughness. That just sounds like a normal night at my condo. So my favorite sport is golf because it's the only sport you dress up for. Plus you get to hold a pole between your legs while you hit balls into a hole located at the rear of the course. It is the gayest sport ever. I don't know what my handicap is, but I can score a 69. And growing up, my dad always wanted a son who would get into cars. He just never told me if I did, they would give me candy. I know nothing about cars, folks, but I know my way around a tranny. It's a good thing God gave him a butch lesbian daughter. She can spark a plug, jump a cable, and rotate a dry shaft. Give me a dry shaft and I'll go down on him like Ted Cruz at a teabagger's party. Speaking of teabaggers, I used to live with a dirty old man. He would dance around the kitchen table naked. I would tell him, put some clothes on. This isn't strict bingo, Grandpa. He and I both lived with my parents. Him to avoid living in the nursing home, and me to avoid working there. And I went home for the holidays, and my grandpa was confusing me for my sister. So I grew facial hair. Now he confuses me for my mother. And I'm jealous. She grows a better mustache than me. She's great. My parents have been super supportive of me coming out of the closet. Especially my mother, because now she has more room for her shoes. And now that gay marriage is legal, she wants me to get married and have kids. I guess she doesn't realize I wasn't made to have kids. I was made to swallow them. It's true. And the day gay marriage became legal, I was crying, I was in tears, because for the first time in my life, I felt like a normal American, although I was shopping at Walmart. And I was wearing flip-flops and pajamas, so I fit right in. There's even a website, peopleofwalmart.com, where you can view pictures of people who shop there. Every time I go, I wear a baseball cap and sunglasses, because hell if I want someone taking my mugshot and posting it. The last time I was there, I saw a homely-looking lesbian in male drag, so I turned to take a better look. I was facing a mirror. Yeah, you know the doggy in the window? It was just my reflection. I walk out of my house without makeup on, and my dog doesn't know whether to bark at me or bury me. How do you like my heels? They make me feel sexy. I'm not sure which sex, but sexy.
Yeah, this is him.
This is true. I was just walking out of the men's room and bumped into an old man who was walking in. He took one look at my heels, got really confused, and headed into the ladies' room instead. True story just happened. The first time my mother saw me wearing heels, she asked if I was turning into a transformer. No, but I'd make a great Decepticon. So my favorite holiday is Halloween. Last year I dressed as a dominatrix chick, and I had 5 straight guys hit on me at the same time. I told them I was a guy in costume, and one of them said, "If you're a guy, where's your Adam's apple?" I said, "It's small and hidden, but I've got something else small and hidden that I can show you." Now they believe me. And now I know what it's like to ride a train. All 5 of them. At the same time. There were a few derailments, but everyone got off safely. So, I host a lot of Comic-Con gigs, and a good friend of mine is Vern Troyer. You might know him as Mini-Me from Austin Powers. So we're working a gig, and after the show, he and I are at the bar, and he's literally sitting on the bar because he's 2 feet 8 inches tall. And the last time I saw 2 feet and 8 inches, well, I was on my knees at a glory hole, but I digress. So we're sitting at the bar, and I crack a joke, and he said, "Lucas, that was a great joke. Let's fist. I want to fist you." I said, "Vern, you don't want to fist me. They'll never find you." They haven't found him. So I can get a little kinky. My ex-boyfriend read the book 50 Shades of Grey. He should have read the instruction manual. Because he tied my hands, he tied my wrist to the bedposts instead of the center of the headboard. So when he went to flip me, he almost ripped an arm off. After that, I decided my safety word better be death. It's the only fetish I'm not willing to explore. Once I'm dead, it's game over for me. He can still have fun. The foreplay can keep going. Anyway, so I hate my ex-boyfriend's parents. They think that I turned their son gay. But what they don't know is he gave me the wine to drink, and he chose me as his altar boy. Oh, don't boo me. So I said that joke at a club, and a man in the front row asked, "How long were you an altar boy?" Until we got caught. His wife got so mad, she yelled, "Do you even know Jesus?" I said, "Of course I do. But when he's in my bed, and I'm yelling out his name, he prefers I call him Jesus. And what he lacks in Hebrew, he makes up for with passion and foreskin." And just like Jesus, he had no job, no car, no money. He lived with his mother and still thought she was a virgin. My name is Lucas CorVatta. Thank you so much, folks. It has been a pleasure to entertain you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
Lucas had his beautiful Jessica Simpson heels that he's fucking worn for us today. Fucking delicious. Guys ready for folk? No. I'm gonna introduce a new comic. You're too fucking slow, gimpy pants. No.